Hello and welcome to today's daily trading outlook. Today we'll be discussing the technical setup with the gold market. Before we do, please consult the following disclaimer. There is risk involved trading in financial markets.
The key thing that we are keeping an eye on in gold is, if I just zoom out price action, you can see how gold is really just hovering above a relatively important trendline support. This at least follows what has been quite recently an important technical development, which saw gold break out of these areas of support, which was essentially a breakout of the range that the market had been trading in this year, or at least up until the break a number of weeks back, about 3 weeks ago. Now, we haven't seen any strong sell-off in the market following that move. We did see the initial day that resulted in the break was a strong sell-off. The market did follow through for a number of days, but has since then pulled back and settled down. Now, essentially what we saw off these lows was a move back to an area of around 1302.5, which marked the base of the range. Now, in our view, we see this still as a greater chance that represents what would be called in technical analysis terms a return move. In other words, the market has come back to retest the former support levels, which have been cleared. These now mark resistance. If they do hold, the market then subsequently pulls back, and that will not just reinforce the technical bearish significance of the range breakout, but also just reinforce the underlying bearish sentiment that exists in the market. In other words, defining a trend that is moving in a downward direction. So essentially what we need to see now is for gold to break below these recent trend lows. Now, if that does happen, then it will also necessarily confirm a break of the trend line, and the combination of a sequence of lower lows and lower highs, a range breakout, and a trendline break will certainly be quite significant from a bearish perspective. We're happy to hold on to the short position that we have at the moment. I've just highlighted what we are looking for next in terms of reinforcing the bearish trend. We do have our stop loss above these levels here, and we are comfortable holding the resistance, or rather the stop loss, at that level, because that is the technical reference level that really needs to break if we are going to see instead a sharper short-term directional move to the upside. So our underlying view is bearish at this point. We'll hold on to that view, and we won't be making any changes to the parameters.
So that brings us to the end of today's daily trading outlook, discussing the technical setup with gold. Thank you very much for joining us here at the Live Trade Room. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.